Good morning, guys. James the Junk Raider with another job for you today. This is a fun one. I've done a lot of sheds before, but I've never done one of this size, doing it the way we typically do it. Also, side note, we got the new guy, Garrett. He's gonna be my cameraman today, and also he's gonna do all the heavy lifting for me while I cut this thing up. So here's what we're dealing with. One, here's the dimensions. It's 12 feet by 14 by 16. It's a massive shed, and typically what I would do is I would cut basically like a loaf of bread, you know, just cut a slice, falls over, and then I cut it up on the ground where I can reach everything easier. The issue is this will be the first time I've done it on a 14-foot tall shed. I should stop calling this a shed. It's really a barn, actually. It's like a miniature barn. Here's my issue though. This overhang is way too close for comfort for this. So if I did what I want to do and just let this fall, it's a very high chance that this is gonna crash into her nice fence, and that's not gonna be good. So we're gonna go ahead and just cut this off before we start with the actual, you know, slicing, if you will. And I'm gonna just cut it into sections that are big enough for Garrett to use that hand truck, and then he's gotta cart it through the gate around the corner, and the truck is parked back that way. So he's gonna probably lose a lot of water today. But that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand myself off to Garrett and let him do the videoing for me. All right, guys, got that side piece cut off, and you know, Garrett and I are walking around this thing, taking a look, and I think the best way to do this is to get up on the roof, and instead of cutting like loaves off, because I think that's just gonna be pretty difficult, I think I'm gonna just cut off like this area, this top area as I go, and we're just gonna kind of let it, you know, so then once I get a section of that area cut off, I'll work on this side, cut down there, let this piece fall in, do the same thing on that side. And we'll just keep working our way down with just the roof. And we'll leave the walls up for last. You know, structural integrity while I'm up on 14 feet in the air. I don't want to start cutting the legs out from under this thing. So that's what we're gonna do. We may not end with doing that, but it's a start. You know, like I said, it's more of a small barn. If this was an inch bigger, I'd have brought equipment, like an actual machine to do this, like a mini excavator. It would have been a lot easier, but it's very expensive. So I think even if this job takes me 2 days, the price we've put for this thing will make it worth our while. So I'm not too worried about it. It just got to figure it out. It's a new shed, needs a new system for tearing it down. So that's what we're gonna do. What do you think, Garrett?
Gonna get it figured out.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna let Garrett film me climbing up this ladder. That way if I fall, we have proof that he pushed me. Think you can video and hold the...
I'll try.
Yeah. At the same time? Because if not, then I don't want you to hold the ladder. No, I'm kidding.
I'm about to push it over.
Yeah. You holding it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it bouncing and going a lot?
Not too much, no.
Okay. It feels good up here. All right, guys, I survived. Back down on dry land. What we're gonna do now, so as you can see, I've made those cuts. So I cut the whole top down the center. And I made a cut there, another one right there, and then another one right up along this wall. Same thing on the other end. So now I'm gonna climb up this ladder and I'm gonna cut that rung, and then I'm gonna start with that one. So basically what I'm doing is by making that cut right there first, I'm compromising it, but I'm not, it's not gonna break loose because it's got that last one holding it up. So once I do that cut, I can then cut that and push it to the side instead of falling on me and my ladder. Still not the way I would like to do this. I'm not sure what else we're gonna do, so that's what we're doing. Man, now that's a sunroof right there. All right, so that took us, what time did we start, Garrett? 10?
A little before 10, maybe.
A little before 10. It's about 12 o'clock now. So let's just say 2 hours to get just that removed. However, that was the part of this that required the most amount of focus and caution. From here on out, it's just buzzing and pushing. So it's gonna speed up. I mean, I'm probably gonna have that whole section off in 10 minutes. And then so 10, 20, and then probably 40 minutes there, 40 minutes there. So a couple hours, we'll have 3/4 of this shed on the ground. And at this point, Garrett is gonna start loading what we've cut. And probably by the time he's done loading all that stuff, I should have at least that section removed there. So I'm hoping 3 hours from now, we have this whole thing laying on the ground. What a difference. So I think my estimate was right. I said it'd take me about 10 minutes per. It's been about 25 minutes of work to get both of these cut up. And he's actually been able to keep up with me because he's a monster and he's new. So he's trying to prove something. That's, that's the last piece of the roof right there. So what we're gonna do now, the next step is I'm gonna cut these doors off. I've already got the metal blade on there. He'll haul all those up, and then I'm gonna cut all the weak spots. So we're gonna cut from here, buzz right down to there. The same thing on that side. And then at that point, the only thing holding this wall up are gonna be whatever nails are right here, which is probably only 4 or 5 per side. We'll just get on it and push it, and it'll fall over that way. And then once it's on the ground, I'll cut it, from right there, probably right there, right there, right there, and then take that. He'll have a few pieces to work on, and then once we're done with that, section that out like I was doing the roof, section that out, and then this sucker's coming down this way. We cannot go the other way because there's a fence just on the other side of there, so that's no bueno. But it should be no problem. I think in an hour we're gonna be pushing that wall down, and that means in an hour I'm saying all of this will be loaded in the truck in an hour. And I think it's about 1:30 or 1:40 now. So that'll get us to about, roughly 2:30. I think we're gonna get this done today, guys. I think it's gonna be really close. The floor might give us a bit of an issue. The floor tends to take a little while. I'm also excited, because I was told that there at least used to be a family of foxes that lived under here. So we might see some critters when we start cutting this floor up. But we'll be sure to show you guys that if it happens. I'm gonna go ahead and do some time lapsing for you. Enjoy. nothing but the floor. I've got Garrett at the Sawzall. About 5:30 right now, 5:20. I don't know that we're gonna finish this today, honestly, just from a time standpoint. It's been 95 degrees, I think, all day, if not closer to 100. He and I are whooped. We got a lot done. I thought this would take 2 days anyway, so if we don't finish it today, it'll be no surprise, and we got way more than I thought we would get if it were gonna be a 2-day job. At the very least, I think we're gonna go ahead and get this thing cut up and ready for tomorrow to be loaded up and hauled out. That way, whoever shows up tomorrow to get this isn't here for, you know, an hour and a half just cutting. So we're gonna work on that for a while, and then we'll see what time it is in the next little bit. All right, guys, after a little bit more cutting, we have decided it's not worth it. You know, we've been out on this job literally the whole day. It is super hot. We're exhausted. I don't know about Garrett, but I probably had close to a gallon of water today. I mean, I filled that thing up 4 tons. So I think that's a quarter of a gallon.
Yeah, been drinking a lot.
And I feel like I haven't had a drop. So here's what we did. You know, we're cutting, you know, I cut all these into sections here, and now we're just working our way down that way. And then we've got to cut that up there. Sounds simple, but there's all kinds of things going on with it. So I'd rather just say, let's just do it tomorrow, show up fresh, get it done quick. But we're gonna go ahead and see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, day 2, rested up a little bit, a little sore, a few blisters here and there, but that's okay. We've got Jack working with us today. He's gonna do all the cutting for me. I'm gonna haul it out. I'm thinking we get this cut up in about 12 pieces. And then there's actually another frame underneath this that's supporting it. So it's a little more than normal. I'm hoping we're out of here in an hour. I won't be surprised if it's an hour and a half though. All right, guys, it was a flawless execution of a shed floor. Look at that. Just getting the last little bit cleaned up. By we, I don't mean me. Just kidding, I'll help a little bit. Good job, Jack. Here, I got you, buddy. Yep. I don't know if you have ever seen my contract with this company, but in the fine print specifically says that when anybody is with me, they have to hustle. So I'm legally, contractually obligated to let you hustle, Jack.
It wouldn't matter if it was the other way around.
It's probably true.